Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video. I think I'm going to start streaming using only my Xbox Series S and X. I'm not talking about a high production setup or anything like that, but I'm realizing now more than ever that it's super easy to start a stream. Now, we're all super familiar with the brand Anker, who's today's video sponsor, and they've sent me out both of their Anker work webcams, the B600 and the C200. I know most folks would probably use these for day-to-day stuff like Zoom calls and Teams and all that fun stuff, which I definitely still will, but today's video, I'm going to be reviewing these webcams in a live streaming setup since gaming is what I do best. I'll still cover this for Mac and PC use, but I have a fascination with getting a lot out of only a little bit, and these Anker cams deliver seamlessly. So here's my review of Anker's B600 and C200 webcams. And if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Here I cover tech and gaming, so if you enjoy the video, leave a like. If you love it, hit that sub button. If you subscribe, you'll immediately learn how to say the word no with an Australian accent. Okay, so let's dive into these two cams and their quick specs. Both of these put out a 2K resolution image, but there are some minor differences. The C200 is a heck of a lot smaller, and this one will actually be my main focus. Both of these have a 95-degree field of view, and both have privacy options. Both have low light compensations and autofocus, which I'll get into image quality in a bit. If you're not using an external mic as is, you can always use the built-in mics on the webcams. The C200 has 2 built-in, and the B600 has a 4-mic array. If you really want all the bells and whistles, of course, the B600 has more microphones, a speaker, and an adjustable light. This is perfect for streaming in low light situations, which I'll get into that as well. But in the box, you've got the camera itself, some data transfer cables, either USB A to C or C to C. The B600 does come with wall power adapter and regional plugs, since it does need a little bit extra power. And here's where it gets fun, since I actually found out these cams work with both the Xboxes I own by pure chance. Originally, I was going to review these as everyday cams, but simply put, all my other tech already has built-in cams, and while these would have definitely been a better choice and an upgrade, I figured I'd plug these into my Xbox for giggles, and I was super stoked to see that they actually worked. So off the bat, this sort of shaped my approach to reviewing these cams, since I'll actually be using these as stream cams. From the get-go, I just want to share some of the sample stream footage that I did on Twitch. You might be able to catch me at the link in the description, and I'm not saying I'm going to start streaming all the time, but honestly, it's just so easy with my Xbox and this cam, so it's super easy to hop on just for fun. The thing about these cams as well is that they can really go anywhere you want. You can put it on top of your monitor, on top of your TV, on top of your Xbox, or actually just sitting on a level surface. I even had this set up on a tripod, which actually works really well. And something I love too is that the cables are removable, so if you do have a spare set, it's super easy to move these around wherever else you might need them. And for build quality, they actually turned out really well. The C200 has tiny vents for heat dissipation, a privacy slide, and the mounting brace is super versatile, so no complaints whatsoever. Mounting it to a curved display like my ultra-wide was fine as well, so these kind of go wherever you need them to. When it comes to actual cam quality, I'm really impressed. I'm primarily focusing on the C200 since it's the less expensive option of the two, and like I mentioned before, you can get a lot out of just a little. The capture quality while streaming has been impeccable in 1080, and even more surprising was the low light performance. Not that you'll ever really catch me in a dark lit super RGB room, but I know folks dig that and the cam picked it up really well. And still, I can't get over how easy it was to use, legit just plug it in and play. And the Xbox features make it super easy to go live direct to Twitch, and hopefully they'll have YouTube streaming integration eventually. Now, if you're on Mac or PC, you can still use Anker software to fine-tune your image, and you can swap your field of view, your brightness, your saturation, and more. I've got this stupidly expensive studio display from Apple, and here's the comparison. So this is a test of my studio display's microphone and camera. It works fine, but it's not going to quite look as good as this, being the Anker C200. I'm pretty impressed with both the sound and image quality. Overall, the C200 blows the studio display out of the water for both capture quality and sound quality. And again, just normal everyday stuff like Zoom, team calls, or FaceTimes turn out great. And similar to my Series S setup, the B600 performed brilliantly while streaming. If you do want to bump up your budget a little bit, you'll get the built-in speaker, a 4-mic array, and an adjustable light. For this setup, I had the cam on a tripod since I wanted it to be a little bit closer to my couch, but if you're looking for a super wide shot, it mounts to my LG TV just fine. The lighting down here at night is actually quite a lot worse than my office, but luckily the cam performed well, and it's nice to be able to use my Xbox Series X in the evening if I want to stream without waking up my kid. Overall though, I'm super impressed with how these cams turned out. It's pretty rare to get super pumped about tech nowadays, but just seeing how far affordable webcams have come and the fact that they work flawlessly with my Xbox gets me excited. I totally wasn't expecting them to work right out of the box, and since I'm an elder millennial with zero patience, I'll never have to stress about setting up a Twitch stream or any of that stuff. Shout out to Anker again for sponsoring this video, and I'll have both of these webcams linked down below in the video description. Thanks again for watching. Shoot me a follow on Twitch, also linked down below in the description if you do want to catch me being extra bad at games, but in front of people live. Catch you in the next one. Till next time.